Have you ever wondered why people can't hear you during a phone call, or why your audio recordings sound like they were made in a wind tunnel? It's a problem that's more common than you might think. Microphone issues can be a real pain, especially when they pop up in the middle of an important call or recording session. Let's talk about some of the most common problems people encounter. There's the classic low volume issue, where your voice sounds like a whisper no matter how loudly you speak. Then there's the ever-annoying static noise that makes every conversation sound like a radio tuning. And of course, the most frustrating of all, the completely non-working microphone that leaves you shouting into the void. These problems can be baffling, and they often leave us scratching our heads in frustration. But here's the good news: you're not alone. Many people experience these issues, but luckily, there are some simple fixes that you can try at home. The first step in troubleshooting your phone microphone is to check if it's working. Diving into the realm of tech diagnostics, the first port of call is always to verify the problem. Just as a doctor would check your vital signs, we need to check the functionality of your phone's microphone. It's like the pulse of your device's audio system. You can do this in a few simple ways. One of the quickest and easiest methods is to use your phone's built-in voice memo or sound recording feature. Create a new recording, say a few words, and then play it back. If you can hear your voice clearly, that's a good sign. Your microphone is picking up sound. Another method is to make a phone call. Call a friend, ask them how your voice sounds. If they can hear you without any issues, your microphone is likely doing its job. Remember, the goal here is to determine whether the microphone is functioning or not. It's a binary question, yes or no. If your voice sounds muffled or distant, it doesn't necessarily mean your microphone is broken. It might just be blocked or having issues with certain frequencies. If you find that your microphone is not working at all, it could be a sign of a more serious hardware issue. On the other hand, if it's just not performing up to par, the problem might be something else, something less drastic. If your microphone is not working at all, it might be a hardware issue, but if it's just not performing up to par, it could be something else. Sometimes, the solution is as simple as giving your microphone a good clean. Yes, you heard it right. It may sound basic, but dust and debris can be real troublemakers when it comes to our phone's microphone. These tiny particles can sneak into the smallest of spaces, clogging up your microphone and muffling your audio. But don't worry, we're here to guide you through the process of cleaning your microphone, step by step. First things first, you'll need the right tools for the job. A soft, clean brush is an excellent choice. You can also use compressed air, which is readily available in most electronics stores. But remember, we're dealing with delicate components here, so whichever tool you choose, make sure to use it gently. So let's start with the soft brush method. Hold your phone upside down, allowing gravity to be your ally in this process. Gently brush the microphone hole, making sure to get rid of any visible dust or debris. Be patient, a couple of minutes of careful brushing can make a world of difference. Now, if you're using compressed air, there's a slightly different approach. Hold the can about an inch away from the microphone hole. Then, use short bursts of air to dislodge any dirt or dust stuck in there. It's important to use short bursts because a continuous stream of air could potentially damage the microphone's delicate components. No matter which method you choose, the key here is to be gentle and patient. Cleaning your microphone isn't a race, and rushing could cause more harm than good. So take your time. And remember, a clean microphone is a happy microphone. But what if after a thorough cleaning, your microphone still isn't performing as it should? Don't fret, there are other steps you can take, which we'll cover in the upcoming scenes. Remember, be gentle. You don't want to cause further damage to your phone. After all, the goal here isn't just to clean your microphone, but to improve its performance and extend its life. So proceed with caution and happy cleaning. If cleaning doesn't do the trick, your phone's settings might be the culprit. Now let's dive into the labyrinth of your phone's settings. It may seem overwhelming, but don't worry, we'll navigate this together. First off, let's ensure that your microphone isn't muted. This is a common oversight that can cause a lot of unnecessary frustration. Depending on your device, you'll want to look for a mute button or switch, typically found in the sound or volume settings. Make sure it's turned off or set to unmute. Next, check your volume levels. It might seem obvious, but sometimes the simplest solutions are the most effective. If your volume is set too low, your microphone might not pick up sound effectively. Just head over to your device's sound settings and crank that volume up. Now, if your microphone isn't muted and your volume is turned up, but you're still experiencing problems, it's time to consider software issues. Yes, pesky software bugs can sometimes interfere with your microphone's functionality. To check for this, you can run a simple test. Try using a different app that requires microphone access. If your mic works fine with the new app, then the issue might be with the original app you were using. In this case, you might want to consider updating or reinstalling that app. If none of the above has resolved your issue, There's one last thing we can try before resorting to a factory reset, resetting your network settings. Sometimes connectivity issues can affect your microphone's performance. You can usually find the option to reset your network settings in the system or general settings of your device. But be aware, this will also reset your Wi-Fi networks and passwords, cellular settings, and VPN and APN settings. If you've changed the settings, but the problem persists, it might be time to consider a factory reset. But remember, a factory reset should always be your last resort, as it will erase all data on your phone. Before taking this step, ensure you've backed up all your important files and data. Stay tuned as we explore this step in the next scene. When all else fails, a factory reset or professional help can be your last resort. If you've tried everything and your phone's microphone still isn't working, you might want to consider a factory reset. This is a drastic step that will erase all data on your phone and return it to the condition it was in when you first bought it. Before you proceed, ensure that you have backed up all your important data. So how do you perform a factory reset? In most phones, you can find this option in the Settings menu under System, then Reset. Remember, this should be your last resort as it will erase all your applications, photos, and personal data. What if the problem still persists after the factory reset? Well, at this point, it's possible that the issue is hardware related. This means that there could be a physical problem with your microphone that can't be fixed with simple software solutions. In such a case, it's time to bring in the professionals. Reach out to a reputable phone repair service, preferably one that specializes in your phone's brand. They have the tools and expertise to diagnose and fix the issue. Sure, it might cost a bit, but at least you'll have peace of mind knowing your phone is in good hands. Remember, if you are not comfortable performing a factory reset, it is always better to seek professional help. Let's quickly recap the steps to fix a phone microphone. We've journeyed through a plethora of solutions, each designed to address the most common issues plaguing phone microphones. From the simplest of checks to the more advanced procedures, we've covered it all, providing you with a comprehensive guide to restore your phone's microphone to its optimal performance. The first step, as we've discussed, is the initial check. This involves testing your microphone in different applications and scenarios to isolate the problem. If the issue persists across all apps, it's likely a hardware issue. If it's app-specific, it could be a software glitch. Our second step took us on a cleaning expedition. We talked about the importance of maintaining hygiene, not just for health reasons, but also for the optimal functioning of your devices. A clogged microphone can drastically affect sound quality. Hence, gentle cleaning with a soft brush or compressed air can often solve the problem. Next, we delved into the labyrinth of phone settings. Sometimes the culprit could be as simple as a disabled microphone setting or an outdated software version. Therefore, checking your phone settings and ensuring you have the latest software updates can often rectify the problem. Finally, if all else fails, we discussed the last resort options: a factory reset or seeking professional help. A factory reset should be attempted only after backing up your data, as it wipes your phone clean. If you're still stuck after this, it's time to consult a professional. Remember, these steps are not just for troubleshooting, but also for maintaining the health of your phone's microphone. Regular checks and cleaning can prevent many issues from arising in the first place. So the next time your phone's microphone gives you trouble, don't panic. You have the tools to troubleshoot and fix it. Thanks for watching.